In the far reaches of the North Pole, where the snow glistens like a sea of diamonds under the starry sky, there lies a magical village known as Christmas Town. This enchanting place, hidden away from the eyes of the world, is home to Santa Claus, his reindeers, and a bustling community of elves. In this village, where every day is a preparation for the grand event of Christmas, lived a young reindeer named Rudolph. Unlike the other reindeers in Christmas Town, Rudolph was unique. He had a bright, glowing red nose, a rarity among reindeers which made him stand out. Rudolph was born to loving parents who adored him from the moment they laid eyes on his shining nose. They saw his nose as a gift, a beacon of uniqueness in a world where most reindeers looked quite similar. However, not everyone in Christmas Town shared this view. As Rudolph grew, his nose not only glowed, but it shone brighter with each passing day. His peers began to notice, and what started as curiosity soon turned into teasing. The other young reindeers would often laugh at Rudolph's red nose, making him feel self-conscious and out of place. Despite this, Rudolph tried to remain cheerful. He had a gentle heart and a kind spirit, always willing to help others. He would spend his days exploring the snowy forests, enjoying the beauty of the North Pole, and dreaming. Rudolph had one big dream: to be part of Santa's sleigh team, leading the way on Christmas Eve. But for now, that dream seemed far away. As Christmas approached, the village was abuzz with activity. Elves worked tirelessly in Santa's workshop, crafting toys and wrapping gifts. The reindeers practiced their flight formations, preparing for the big night. Everywhere there was joy and excitement, except in Rudolph's heart, where a twinge of sadness lingered. One day, as Rudolph was wandering through the forest, he stumbled upon an old reindeer named Nicholas. Nicholas was wise and had once been part of Santa's sleigh team. He noticed Rudolph's gloom and asked him what was wrong. Rudolph shared his feelings of being different and his longing to be part of Santa's team. Nicholas listened intently and then said, "Your uniqueness is your strength, Rudolph. What makes you different can be your greatest asset. Remember, the things that set us apart are often the things that make us special." These words struck a chord in Rudolph's heart. He realized that he had spent so much time worrying about his red nose that he had never considered it could be something positive. As the days passed, Rudolph tried to embrace his uniqueness. He joined the other reindeers in their games and practice flights. Slowly, he began to feel more confident, his nose glowing brightly, not with embarrassment, but with pride. Then, on one foggy Christmas Eve, something extraordinary happened. That fateful Christmas Eve began like any other. The North Pole was blanketed in a thick white fog, unusually dense and impenetrable. The elves, having finished their work, were celebrating, and Santa was preparing for his yearly journey. However, there was an air of concern among the reindeers and Santa himself due to the fog. Rudolph, feeling more confident than ever, joined the other reindeers as they prepared for the night. Despite his newfound confidence, he couldn't help but feel a bit out of place, his glowing nose standing out in the misty evening. As Santa came to harness his team, he paused, noticing the dense fog. Concern furrowed his brow. The visibility was so poor that it would be nearly impossible to navigate through the night. The mood among the reindeers and elves quickly shifted from excitement to worry. It was then that Santa's eyes fell upon Rudolph. The bright red glow from Rudolph's nose cut through the fog like a beacon. An idea sparked in Santa's mind. He approached Rudolph and asked, "Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight?" Rudolph was stunned. His dream was coming true, but not in the way he had ever imagined. He felt a mix of excitement and nervousness. He nodded eagerly, accepting Santa's request. As Rudolph took his place at the front of the sleigh, the other reindeers watched in awe. His nose illuminated the path ahead, piercing through the fog with its radiant light. The sleigh took off into the night, with Rudolph leading the way. The journey was magical. The sleigh glided smoothly through the sky. Rudolph's red nose guiding them safely from house to house. For the first time, Santa's journey was illuminated not just by the stars, but by the glow of Rudolph's nose. As they traveled across the world, delivering gifts to children everywhere, Rudolph felt a sense of pride and joy he had never experienced before. He was no longer the reindeer who was teased for being different. He was the reindeer who had saved Christmas. Upon their return to the North Pole, Rudolph was greeted as a hero. The other reindeers apologized for their past behavior and celebrated Rudolph's unique gift. Santa thanked Rudolph personally, telling him that he had become an integral part of the Christmas tradition. News of Rudolph's heroics spread far and wide. Songs were sung and stories were told about the brave reindeer with the glowing red nose who had guided Santa's sleigh through the foggy night. Rudolph became a symbol of hope and perseverance, inspiring others to embrace their differences. As the years passed, Rudolph continued to lead Santa's sleigh every Christmas Eve. His red nose, once a source of shame, was now his pride, shining brightly in the night sky, a beacon of light and hope. Through his journey, Rudolph learned the value of embracing who he was. He realized that what made him different was what made him special. He had brought a new light to Christmas, one that would shine for generations to come. Rudolph's story became a timeless tale, told every Christmas. It was a story of overcoming challenges, embracing one's uniqueness, and the joy of bringing light to the world. Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer, once an outcast, had become a legend, loved and admired by all. And so, in the magical land of the North Pole, under the shimmering aurora of the winter sky, Rudolph's light continues to shine, a reminder that even the smallest glow can illuminate the darkest of nights.